One point where God did such a major thing in my life. I literally had to tell him, I'm gonna stop playing in your face. Hey, Kingdom Builders, welcome to the KV Lounge. I am JMP, and I am excited that you stopped in today to the channel to watch this next conversation. How are you guys doing today? All right, so we are back with another video, and I'm excited about this topic because it's a topic that can leave you with some questions along your journey with God and your partnership with Him within your business. And sometimes navigating through this journey of entrepreneurship, this journey of growing your relationship with God, the journey of faith, okay, journey of healing, the journey of going through the different processes God puts you through to refine you, to elevate you, to mold you, to transform you, to shed things off of you, the different levels of processes that you go through, it can be very questionable. Sometimes, and you wonder if you are in alignment or if you're doing the right thing, if you heard God correctly. And with today's topic, I'm excited to share my journey, my experiences, and what I've dealt with, gone through, or what I've encountered through my own journey. So, today's topic is, how do you know, or the question for today of the conversation is, how do you know you're in alignment with God? Because, like I said, sometimes it can be questionable. Sometimes you take a step out on faith, and when you do that, sometimes it's like, oh, did I do the right thing? And I'm here to help give you some clarity today. Okay. All right, guys. So, man, this is what I've learned. Okay. When you are going through any journey with God, there are always going to be questions centered around if I am doing this right. And the best way I can tell you if you are in alignment with God is that when He instructs you to do something, when He tells you to do something and you are obedient to it and you surrender to Him, you move with favor. Favor moves on your behalf. Like, that's the whole gist of this conversation. When you step out on faith or you be obedient to God, the steps that you do after that, the thing that follows after you've been obedient, you've done what you're supposed to do, is favor. It's favor. When you're in alignment with God, things move smoothly. It doesn't matter what the situation looks like. It doesn't matter what is in front of you. It doesn't matter the circumstance you're going through. It doesn't matter what you're looking at that doesn't look right. It doesn't matter what comes your way, what weapon tries to form. God is going to cover that. He's going to shield it from you. It's not even going to hit you. What attacks you and hits you is your mindset. It's your mindset. Just because you're looking at a thing and it doesn't appear to be what God said doesn't mean that it's not working. And I know we hear that all the time, but it's like, well, what do you mean? Like, how do I even beat that, conquer that, gain victory over that? And it all boils down to your mindset. So, what I'm saying is, when you're looking at something in front of you in the physical, or you're looking at something and you're like, God, I don't know how this is gonna happen. I don't even know how you're even going to make a way through this, right? That's when you have to that's when you have to strengthen your mindset, or shift. No, that's when you have to shift your mindset, because at that point you are now having faith in the impossible. At that point, you are now believing God for something you cannot do and man cannot fulfill. So, in order to get through that with peace and with ease, is shifting your mindset. And the way you shift your mindset is sitting in the presence of God. So the moment you step out on faith, the moment you be obedient to God, that's when you need to get into His presence. That's when you need to seek Him to give you some peace. because that is when the enemy is going to try to attack your mindset and give you anxiety, stress you out, overwhelm you, put you in a place of worry. That's what we don't want. If you think about every time you've done something for God and you did it and you let it go and you was in peace, you seen how easy things flowed to you. And then you think about a time that you was obedient to God, you stepped out of faith, you did what you're supposed to do, but you carried worry with you. You carried stress with you. You carried anxiety with you. God still did it, but what it did with the stress, the anxiety, the worry, it made the process seem longer. It made it seem longer for the blessing to get to you. It made it seem longer for the breakthrough to come. You went through a hardship you didn't even have to go through. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about shifting your mindset. When you are in alignment with God, no matter what He tells you, it's going to happen. And it's going to come with favor. It's going to come with peace. It's going to come with ease. No matter what the enemy throws at you, no matter what attacks try to come, and I say try, no matter what is presented before you, no matter how impossible it looks, when you are in alignment with God, He's going to put you in a place, if you allow Him, He's going to put you in a place of peace, a place where you can trust Him to the point where you don't even think about it no more. And that is a process. It is a process to build your faith. And that's a continuing process. Okay, that's a continuous process. It's constant because you go from glory to glory. Okay, faith to faith. Every time you master one level of faith, God elevates you to another. So if you are someone that say, I'm tired of going through processes, baby, get used to it. Especially if you want to fulfill your purpose. If you want to be obedient to God, if you want to do everything He told you about your life, fulfill every purpose, every plan, every assignment. When you want to completely work for the Lord and do His will, fulfill His plans, baby, you're going to go through process after process. The process never ends. It never ends because He's constantly molding you, refining you, transforming you. Now, there is a process that you go through before you reach your place of abundance. But once you get into abundance, baby, the processes aren't as bad and as hard as the ones previously. But those processes are processes that elevates you, that that reforms you, refines you. You know, those are processes that increases you and allow you to go from His glory to glory, allow you to go from faith to faith, allow you, to move on up in His kingdom. But the processes are going to keep coming. Sorry. It's how you go through them. But as I was saying, there's a process for trust. There's a process for faith. There's a process for belief. Okay? That those are processes that keep coming because God is a God who do things big. And if He is taking you from glory to glory, then it's only going to get bigger and bigger, which means you're going to have more faith than you had before. That means you're going to have to trust Him more than you did before. But now I remember, hold on. Let me go back because I remember what I was talking about. So when it comes down to trusting God after you've stepped out on faith, you have to get in His presence. That's the best way I can do it because that's just from my experience. The year of 2024 was a year I completely trusted God with everything. My life, my family, my marriage, my finances, my business, my healing, my health, everything concerning me. Everything concerning me, I completely surrendered it over to God. And I let Him lead me. I let Him guide me. And I followed through with everything that He told me to do, everything that He was showing me. It was one point where God did such a major thing in my life. I literally had to tell Him, I'm going to stop playing in your face. I'm going to stop playing in your face. because you have continuously to show me time and time and time again that you have me, that you are backing me up, that you are going to provide, you're going to make a way, you're going to show up, you're going to show out, you're going to do what you said. So at this point, I am done playing in your face. If you said it, I believe it, I let it go. That's how you have to be. But it takes time to get there. So wherever you are in your journey, I don't want you to get discouraged if you're struggling right now with your faith, or you're struggling right now with trusting God. It's a process. The more you begin to exercise your faith, exercise your trust, the easier it gets. And it gets to the point where you hear God, or he shows you something, however the Lord talked to you. Okay? It will get to the point where you do what he says in obedience. And you know for sure, he gonna do it. You don't think about it. It's like if you're a parent, or if you're not, your parent, your mom or your dad told you to do something. They say, go take the trash out. And you took the trash out. They say, go take the trash out. And after you take the trash out, I'm going to give you $5. Right? So you take the trash out and they give you $5. That's building trust. So every time they tell you to take the trash out, you're going to trust that you're going to get that $5. Same thing with God. I hope this is making sense. Same thing with God. If God said he's going to do something, he's going to do it. The problem is we try to dictate the time frame of him doing it. And because we do that, that is where the anxiety, the stress, the worry begins to take us down. I ain't gonna say take us out, take us down, meaning it begins to weigh on us. And we begin to lose sight because now we're focusing on what's lacking. We're focusing on what we don't have. We're focusing on what we can't do. We're focusing on the situation where we just trust and believe that I take the trash out and get the $5. But here's the kicker. They never said when you was gonna get the $5. So let's say you told your child, or your parent told you to take the trash out, I'm gonna give you $5. Now the first time they went ahead and gave you $5 right after you took the trash out. The second time they didn't give you the $5 right away. And you say, hey, mom, dad, I was gonna get $5 for taking the trash out. They say, yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. And you're like, okay, can I have it now? No, I'm gonna give you the $5 though. So you know they're gonna give you the $5, but you don't know when they're gonna give you the $5. So now you have to trust that they're gonna give you that $5 whenever they give it to you. I hope this is making sense. So now a week goes by and they finally give you the $5. But when they give you the $5 is when you need it. That's how God moves with you. That's how he moves. If you ever want to know how God do things, think about parenting. We are his kids. He is our father. He has to parent us. And I noticed through my own experiences and journey of parenting my own children, I would tell them something. Well, my oldest, because my baby, but my oldest, I would tell him something, and he'll come back to me, Mom, can I get this? Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Not today though. I'm not going anywhere today. Mom, can I get this? And I'm like, didn't I tell you we're gonna get it Friday? And he just keeps coming and coming until he realized Mom said she's gonna get it. She's gonna get it. So now Well, he still asks me, but most of the time, he'll say, Mom, can I have this? Okay, you got to work for it. Let's see how you behave today at school. Well, throughout this week. Let's see how you behave throughout the week at school. You want this reward? I need you to be good at school. I need you to listen to your teachers. I need you to be nice to your friends. I need you to be respectful. I need you to do this, this, and this. I need you to make your bed. I need you to clean your room. Okay? And we'll see how your overall week looks. If it's good, we'll go get it. And it has gotten to the point now he trusts that. He understands that. And where I'm getting at here is this is how God operates with us. And we mess ourselves up thinking that he's going to do the same thing the exact same way every time. He can't build your faith that way. He can't build your trust that way. He can't build your relationship with him that way. So in order for you to grow in your relationship with him, in order for you to grow in your faith, in order for you to grow in trust in him, he will offer you maybe the same thing or offer you something, but every time he offers you something or he shows you something or he tells you something, there is a different process to receiving it. I really hope this makes sense, but yes. Okay. So back to the original topic of this conversation of how do you know you're in alignment with God is that you have favor. Things are done with ease. You get in his presence, he continues to confirm things back to back to back. Even when you're not even looking for the confirmation.
Hey Kingdom Builders, quick conversation break. I want to invite you to tune in to the Coffee Chat Queen podcast. And if you're an entrepreneur, I want to invite you to be a guest on the Coffee Chat Queen podcast show. If you're unfamiliar with the Coffee Chat Queen podcast, it is a platform where entrepreneurs are able to share their stories, share their entrepreneurship journey, as well as promote their businesses. The Coffee Chat Queen podcast originated from me doing 10-minute coffee chats to network with other entrepreneurs, and I decided that I wanted to do more with it. I created the Coffee Chat Queen podcast so it can be a platform that is used to be a resource to consumers and business owners so that it can collaborate, find the products and services that they need, and partner up with other businesses. So if you are an entrepreneur and this sounds like something you would be interested in being a part of, make sure that you click the link in the description box so that you can schedule your interview to be a guest on the show. Now let's get back to the conversation.
Things begin to work out in your favor for your good. Things begin to show up without you looking for them. You don't even have to do the work. Well, hold on, back up. You have to do some work, but you don't have to do anything drastic, anything in your control, is what I'm saying. You don't have to go get it, he'll bring it to you. He'll make it easily accessible to you. You're looking for a connection, he's going to put you in that pathway. You're looking for a resource, he's going to show you where to go to get it. That's what I mean by an alignment with God. So as you're going along your journey, wherever you are, whether you're building your faith, you're building your relationship with God, you're going through a healing process, you are partnering with God in your business, you are going through a financial journey. That's a journey. Whatever journey you're on, and you wonder if you are in alignment with God, look around you. What has He done? How has He showed up for you? Did you have anxiety, stress, and worry, and He still provided? He still did what He said He was going to do? Or did you try to take control and you didn't get the results? Because if you did what He said and you was obedient and you had that worry and stress and anxiety, then I need you to shift your mindset. And if you did what you were supposed to do and you was obedient and you moved with peace, then you're in alignment. When you are in alignment, everything comes to you. You may have to do a little work, but the work is nothing hard. It's nothing that you are not capable of doing. There are different seasons in your life where you may have to work harder than others. And then there are seasons in your life where you don't have to do much of anything but receive. But in order to know where you are in your journey, what God is trying to work out within you, you have to get in His presence. You have to spend time with Him. Just like you spend time with your friends, your family, your kids, your spouse, you have to spend time with God. You have to schedule it if you have to, but you have to spend time with Him so He can show you where you are. So you can continue to see clearly. You can continue to stay in alignment, and you can continue to be obedient. I used to, I didn't. Some people think being obedient is hard, but it's really not. When you begin to think, when you begin to think to yourself, when you think to yourself, would I rather be obedient to God and stay in favor, in peace, with joy, and have everything provided for me when I need it? Or I be disobedient and I go through struggle and pain, worry and anxiety and just unnecessary things. What would you rather take? Would you take the route of obedience and watch God favor you, bless you, perform miracles in your life, reward you? Or would you take the other route and deal with stress, anxiety, aggravation, anger, all of the above? That's where I had to get to in my life. Jasmine, would you rather do it your way or do it God's way? When you do it your way, this is what you feel. This is what you deal with. This is the cycle that continues. But when you do it God's way, this is what happens. Regardless of the time frame He shows up, we got to take that out. We got to stop trying to put things in our own timing. But what does your life look like when you're obedient and you're faithful and you trust God and you keep your faith and you stay in His presence? What does your life look like? Who comes around you? What connects to you? What is presented to you when you do that? Yeah, I like what obedience does for me. I like what trusting God does for me. I like having faith in what God said and keeping the faith and working the faith. I like the results I get from that. So when I got to that point in my life, that's when God said, okay, you're ready. You're ready. Now I can do this, this, and this. Now I can tell you to do this, this, and this. Now I can move this way in your life. But you have to get to that place. And again, it is a process. Don't try to jump to it. What I want you to do, and I may do a video on this, on enjoying the process and how you can do that and how it works for you. But I want you to learn to embrace where you are and enjoy it, because it's getting you to the next version of yourself. It's getting you closer to your breakthrough. It's getting you closer to your healing. It's getting you closer to your abundance. It's getting you closer to your promise. It's getting you closer to your purpose. Whatever that looks like, whatever God is working on you right now. And then going forth, any other process that you're going through or you will have to go through. Enjoy it and know at the end of it is a better, greater result. So, yes. So, if no one has told you, I am proud of you. I am happy for you. You're going to gain victory over whatever situation you're in, whatever process you're going through. Get in God's presence. Repent if you have to. Talk to him. Listen, y'all, I be venting to God. I talk to that man like he's sitting right here. Okay? Just like I'm talking to y'all. Matter of fact, I probably listen. I talk to him like he a best friend. Okay? That's your relationship with God. He would take you and conversate with you however works for you. There is no special way you have to talk to God. None. You don't have to go to him with a letter or pay. Hey, you don't have to go to him any kind of way like that. God, I need to talk. I need to vent. I got to get this off my chest. And once you release it, release it. I feel like I kind of went a little all over the place, but maybe someone needed this. But yes, this is how you know you're in alignment with God. Everything works out for you. Favor covers you. You look great. You feel great. You're talking great. You're glowing. All of it. But yeah, guys. So, like I said, this is a conversation. Put in the comment section. We don't have to put all your business. Don't put all your business out there. Okay. But put in the conversation if you want to share like a testimony of a process you've been through, or if you want to talk about a current process you're going through. If this video was helpful to you, anything like that, because you never know what your testimony is going to do for someone else, and that's something I had to learn too. That may be another conversation. We'll see. But you don't know. I mean, something I didn't say in this video, you may say in the comment section, and that may be exactly what someone needed to read. That gave them that push they need to keep going. Okay? So, all right, guys. That's all I have today. You all enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see y'all next time.
Hey Kingdom Builders, it is JMP here, and I want to take the time to say thank you so much for tuning in today's conversation, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was motivational, inspirational, or even encouraging to you in some way. If the conversation was, please make sure that you continue it in the comment section. Also, if you enjoyed it, make sure that you share with someone that you think would enjoy the conversation as well. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, hit that subscription button and that notification bell so you'll know when a new conversation drops in the KB Lounge and anything else that happens within the KB Lounge. Okay, Kingdom Builders, let's keep the conversation going until next time.